This is my fourth take trying to have a voice memo on this, but we're going to talk about Black Ops 7 Zombies. I'm not going to be too negative about it. I'm actually going to put my criticism on this. There's very little pros and very little cons, at least within my experiences. I'm not going to base this on everybody else's experiences because that would be completely unfair, and this is during the beta phase. By the time this video has come out, this is either the beta is still live or it's not. Um, but if you want to see the full stream, there is a link in the description below on my Twitch. If it's not there, I'm sorry. I might put VODs later. We'll see. But I think this Black Ops 7 Zombies is okay. I give it a 4.9 out of 10 because no beta is going to be, amazing. Obviously, this is my first time playing a beta. So I had a lot of fun with this, and I do not blame Noah J for liking Black Ops 6, and for him, I'm not gonna say him fully enjoying it. I think he enjoyed a lot of things with this game, and I do not disagree. This game is very fun. It actually made it where you can go for high rounds compared to Black Ops 6. Because Black Ops 6 had a lot of issues. You couldn't go to high rounds very much. You had to go like use the jet gun or whatever. I don't like using wonder weapons that much for high rounds if it's like mandatory. But when it comes into this game, I like using other weapons that I have a lot of fun with. Now, let's be remotely clear. I'm not gonna be the person who's a content creator, or at least just making videos for fun, saying that, "Oh, this is the most broken weapon ever." Let's be real, no weapon is. But all the weapons are average. They do perform really well. And I like the pistol, I like all the weapons except for the rocket launcher. I do have my iffy on that. Or the laser rocket launcher or laser rocket, whatever you want to call it. The launcher itself, there's only one launcher, unfortunately. But all the weapons were fun. Now, by the time I streamed this, there wasn't a way you can get to level 30. You can now. So you can use other weapons if you wanted to in your loadout. And speaking of that, um, I think for a survival based map like this, since we haven't had a survival based map ever since Black Ops 2, if you're not considering Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles, which I do not, that does not count on this list, this is a okay map and I like it. I enjoyed it. And you know, the really good change it did with this game is, um, when you get, like, buy shit off the wall, it actually changes the variant, which I do like that. I didn't like it, where Black Ops 6 you bought this variant, but it stayed as this variant, and it didn't change to a different variant. I wish it did that a while ago instead of, like, putting it into this game. But I like it in this game because, like, you can buy your armor, and it changes to a different variant. Now, the one thing I do have a tad bit issue with is having armor to return. I think armor as in self, it's just a little, it's like a little thing. It doesn't irk me too much, but it does in some degree that we shouldn't even have armor to begin with on survival based maps. If it was like Easter egg maps, that would make sense, right? But on survival based maps, I don't think we should have armor to begin with. I think to make the game even more difficult to keep you on your feet because in zombies, you never want to get too comfortable because that's where the zombies can really get you. And it makes you a bigger target than you really realize. And having armor in zombies, at least for survival base, makes it really, I would say comfortable. And, there's still strategies in the game, but it just makes you feel comfortable. And I don't like being comfortable when it comes to, the living dead. And you should be stayed on your toes at all times. Um, the next one I like on this is all the weapons feel unique. And Black Ops 6 didn't have much unique weapons, but when it comes to this game, there's a lot of uniqueness to this. and all the weapons do different things. They all do different damages, and they all have, I wouldn't say separate pack-a-punch abilities, because in reality they will. Um, but they do not feel the same compared to most weapons did in BO6. I liked it in this one. It just feels so good to play, and I do not have a lot of negative stuff on this. The two cons I have are for on this list. I can name the list because maybe they fix this later, but I do not like Vulture's aid in Black Ops 7 as of right now because as much as it stayed traditional in the Black Ops 2, you should have gave it to ability that without the augments, if augments do return. Again, I'll see it to believe it. But if augments do return, you should have made this as the main ability to pick up items in a long way distance, right? And like I did with BO6, because this map is very small. And with the Ravengers, is what people call it. I think it's what they're named because I don't turn on health bars. But um these Ravagers can be in the way, and a lot of zombies will be in the way. And when a zombie's in the way, you can't pick up your loot, and the loot on the ground that the zombie drops, it doesn't, you know, you can't get to it in time and disappears. If you made it where the main ability without an augment to pick up items in a like a far away to pick up the loot, that would be so much better and easier. And don't get me wrong, I like Vulture's 8 in Black Ops 2, but I think with the augments that made it better, that amplified it in some degree, I think that helped the perk to, come back to life that was originally dead in the beginning without, without the stuff that had. Um, I think with the other con I have, and it's a little issue of mine that we don't have more melee weapons. We only have one melee weapon. Again, this can change within launch, but another melee weapon, would be nice instead of using the main one because I do have to agree it's kind of slow because yes, we have melee macchiato, me, but the thing is that even with the melee macchiato, again in beta phase, it doesn't swing your melee weapon fast enough, and I think it should be a little faster. And this is only in beta stuff, but there's a lot of cool weapons. There's a lot of cool things about this game, and there could be more in the future. And I'll probably give it a review and see how it is. Um, the zombies with the gameplay, how the movement feels, I love it. You can able to wall jump. So if you're like the type of player who doesn't want to slide as often, you only want to slide if you want to pick up items or the drops, you get like max ammo and stuff, that would be amazing. And jumping off the wall adds more mobility to the game, and it allows you to jump over a zombie. Please keep this in the game, where you can actually jump over a zombie. Thank you in advance. Um, it makes it so much better to actually move around and feel like you can actually dodge a zombie instead of, oh, here's this, and this is where it's gonna be, and you're just gonna die. Um, this game just feels very fun. I know I keep saying it, but you know, I cannot help but smile. This game actually relives the older child in me. Older child. Wow. Yeah, older child. Yes, I'm an adult. Older man child. My inner child is so happy that the older COD feeling has returned. And besides the wall jumping, it didn't exist. I have a lot of fun. I actually sat down and I didn't hate it. I had my doubts. And, you know, I was surprisingly shocked. When I was streaming this for the first time, because October 3rd was the zombie date release, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for tomorrow because October 2nd was the multiplayer. I played a little bit of it. It was fun. I'm not gonna say it's too fun because there's a lot of things that people might have issues with that they can spot that I can't. But yeah, that is for that. The zombies, besides the wall jumping, all the things I've listed for cons, there could be more in the future once it does go launch, or maybe if I play a little beta a little bit more. But I do like it when you can actually go to level 30. This is not on stream, but they did increase it. And they did buff the Ray Gun Mark II, which I haven't got to try further on that because when I streamed this, they haven't buffed a Ray Gun Mark II at the time. And I saw that a specific YouTuber, I forgot his name, live of me. I'll probably see who it was that made a video on it. But the Ray Gun Mark II was buffed, so that by the time I was streaming this, I was like, okay, so this is before it was buffed. And I like the Ray Gun Mark II. I believe in my heart that the Ray Gun Mark II in this game feels a lot more better than Black Ops 6 Ray Gun Mark II. And I know there was variants. I'm not counting the variants because the variants are not in this game. By the normal variant alone, this one is better than Black Ops 6 Ray Guns Mark II. And the ray gun in this game is significantly better than Black Ops 6 ray gun. And I think it's going to be better, period. And it handles with the bear real well. And that's also another con. I forgot about this, but here's my issue with the bear, right? I don't like it when it only has one weakness. The only one weakness is fire. Now, someone can argue, I imagine there's someone can say in the comments, so before you comment it, let me say it for you, that, oh, reason why it's fire because of the spuds on, the bear's body. Cool. But it could have done the same thing with dead wire, right? Because dead wire is electricity, and spuds will literally explode. And, if you can have a powerful element and, you know, only have one weakness to a bear that's napalm burst, it feels kind of cheap, right? I think they should have been with like two weaknesses. Let me put it a comparison. In Black Ops 6, the Abomination had two weaknesses. As if going off memory, there could be a third. I just forgot about it. But it's Dead Wire, I think, and Brain Rot. I don't know. It's also Napalm Burst. But I don't know if it's Deadwire. I'm just naming it on top of my head because I'm trying to remember because I haven't played a lot of it as of recent. But the Abomination had, I would say, multiple weaknesses. So to at least not have an argument, or uh, I like to be corrected, but I don't want to have negative people. So that's why I said multiple weaknesses. You only have one in this one. I tested off stream, and there's only one. I've tried every single augment. And the only weakness is napalm, which is, again, feels kind of cheesed. But besides all that, I do understand that people might complain about the doppelgasts from previous ones, from the previous one, the previous Black Ops 6 for the mini boss. But in my opinion, I think they should keep some Black Ops 6 mini bosses to in Black Ops 7 because you're in the Dark Ether. So, in my opinion, it kind of fits, but if it changes, I do understand. I don't have an issue with the mini bosses. I just don't complain about it. I like playing the game for fun. I don't play the game to complain. Um, for this whole thing alone, right? And to have Black Ops 7 to be amazing and to outperform Black Ops 6, in my opinion, for zombies, it just makes me smile. It just makes me wanna hug this game and say, "Thank you for actually being better than Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 4 because I enjoy this fucking game. I could not avoid the F bomb. This is how much, happiness I have in the game. And to be clear, if you haven't got the round 50 banner for Black Ops 6, not Black Ops, not Black Ops, Black Ops 7 beta, I recommend you do that now because once the beta is gone, it is gone. It'll be gone forever and you won't able to get the banner. So if you want to do that, I recommend you doing that. And it's around 50. Not hard. But this game is, what else can I describe this? It feels like we're reliving Black Ops 2 but in a good way. And if Treyarch wants to keep it down this road where they want to keep it and keep people happy with the COD community, for us who enjoy older Call of Duty games as well, at least have a mode that's, of course, curse mode, but have a mode that we can able to play other survival based maps every half season. So there's like a survival based map, and we can play that and having a 4 perk limit and have a BO3 point system. Now, I gave this game a 4.9. If I haven't said that, now it's said now. The reason why it's a 4.9 is because the beta cannot get higher than that. And I think it fits for zombies, and I think this is a lot of things that, again, has a lot of potential. I'm not taking it out of it. And I think for this, it fits the cake. And the reason why I say fits the cake, because it kind of makes it where, it's whole, it's wholesome, and, I really enjoyed this, and I did not complain for a lot of things. I complain about the little things, but that's just like a me issue. It's not like a other people issue, it's just a me issue. And with this game, again, only in beta, so launch could be different. The weapons feel fine. I love the weapons, as I said. It's not like, oh my god, overpowered type thing, which, again, we should not be nerfing weapons to begin with, but that's just me. Um, with that in mind, with all the available weapons, because I think there might be more weapons at launch, which I will be waiting for that, by the way. And I think it's November 12th, right? If I remember this correctly. Um, I don't know what else to say to add in the beta, um, to have opinions on, right? Because there isn't a lot. There's looks like little things. Like I liked it where you can destroy the spuds for power to turn it on. That's cool. Um, I just wish you can able to open the back side of the farm because you're still in farm, and you could just maybe adventure outside a little bit to have more space like you did in transit. Add that part here, and you will have a little bit more room because there isn't much training space, and hitting headshots in this map is not really easy because the terrain is kind of lumpy. But besides that, because it is nitpicking, it's just small things. This map is absolutely amazing. It's fine as it is, and I don't know what else to say about it. So I would say with this, when you play this game, I want you to have an open mind. Have a clean, like clean your mind, like just clean the whole thing of your original opinions. Just give it a try, because it is for free, the beta at least. Just give it a try. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy the game. Just at least try the game once. That's all I have to say. Because the rule I follow is never judge a book by its cover, which people do a lot. So, for the sake of this, try it once. If you don't like it, that's okay. Because at least you tried it. Now, not much I can say here, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see upcoming streams of zombies, and if you want to see this seasons happen, leave a like, subscribe, put post notifications, and I will upload at random times because I post for fun. And um, I will see you guys on the flip side. Thank you for listening. And if I was if nothing is edited and other stuff like that, I want to keep it like raw, authentic with you guys. Because when I make videos like these that has no cuts to it, I want to keep it, authentic as possible. So in a sense, I'm having a conversation with you guys. And if you do want to leave your opinion about Black Ops 7 Zombies, if you played it, put in the comments. Um, and what is your opinion about Black Ops 7? It could be about multiplayer or it could be about zombies. I only talked about zombies because it's my thing. I'm part of the zombies community. And I'm just a casual player. I'm not a professional player. I don't want to be. But I think this would be amazing. And I think it has really good high hopes for the future. And if they keep going down, like going up this road, right? Going up on this road and it continues to be amazing, even if some people might not like it, at least consider this. They're doing something that they're fixing and I should have fixed a long time ago. And for zombies, there's a lot of high hopes because smaller content creators like me seem to enjoy this game, including Illusion Wisp. By the way, shout out to him. His he's a content creator. Um, but shout out to him, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you for watching. Again, like, subscribe, put post notifications, and a lot of you have not subscribed, so I recommend you do that by pressing the subscribe button, hit the post notifications, hit all, and be part of the family. Thank you for watching.